Hi guys, I'm Almarie and today I will be doing a Get Unready with me. So if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, turn on post notifications and join this channel because there will be a lot of me in the future. I am going to be sharing a little bit of myself today. So yes, we are going to get on to getting unready with me and talking about our day. So there's actually not a lot to get unready. I only have makeup and then I want to braid my hair. That's about it. If I can get this open, you know. Oh. That smells lovely. It's Body Sure by Pick and Pay. I mean, I saw this and I was like, this is not a bad price for facial wipes. I always see the Johnson and Johnson, and then I can't remember the brand, but it's a good brand. But it's a little bit more expensive than this, so I opted with this because it can be as a multi-use. It doesn't have to be a makeup removal. It can be just a normal wet wipe for me using it in my handbag or whatever the case might be. And it's not expensive. I think it was 24 rand for 40. You see, it's 40, so it's 24 rand for an entire pack of this for 40. And I think it's a bargain. I don't think it's bad at all, and it takes off my makeup, so it's already better than what I usually do. I prefer doing skincare, but lately I haven't been doing that. I haven't been loyal to my skincare routine, but it is what it is. I think everybody sometimes they slip on a few things, and yes, not everyone's perfect, not everyone does everything as they should, as they say they prefer. I mean, I can say I prefer eating bananas, but I don't eat a banana every day, you see. Um, but yeah, that's actually what I'm here to talk to you guys about. I, as you guys know, as the people who know me in my life, I am 21. I'm in my third year of law school. Um, I also have my own baking business, and I work full time from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. So it's really difficult sometimes to get to everything, to do what I need to do. And to be honest, I did say that I will be going to prioritize a little bit more, but we will see how it's going to go. I really want to prioritize my studies a little bit more because I didn't do as well um, in the first exams that we had. So yes, I did study. I really did study. I tried my best, but I know with the time that I gave myself, it was not a easy task. So I am going to put a little bit more effort into studying, to really getting through this third year. And I don't want to just pass by 50%. I don't want to get 51% and say I'm through. I don't care, because I do care. Unfortunately, even though I want to get out of the rhythm of not caring about, okay, my marks and this and my marks and that, because it doesn't matter. As long as you get your degree, it's all that matters. But I know I have a lot more in me. I know that I can get a lot more than 50%. I just need to work harder, and I need to prioritize my degree a little bit more because things get quite busy. I prefer the balanced life, but I think things have been have been getting out of hand a little bit. I haven't been prioritizing studying as often as I should. Um, but I think I just need to take a step back. I did launch a cookie business, well, not a cookie business, but a cookie collection this Friday. I still have to do the giveaway, but yes, I will be proceeding with the cookies and everything that I do, but I am going to take a little bit of a step back. I don't know how I'm going to do everything, and I am going to prioritize a little bit more. I said every Sunday from now on, I will give all of my attention to studying, and then let's hope it works. Let's hope it pays off, because I really truly hope that it does. But if something happens, it happens, and it is what it is. So yes, this is kind of a raw video because it's deep into my heart, and I don't usually, oh, lately, I don't really talk about what's going on in my heart, and I don't really cry or stuff like that. Well, I do cry, I'm not going to lie there, but recently I have been feeling as if I am shying away a bit. And every time that I catch myself wanting to cry, I just say, just keep going. And I know that's not the best thing to do, but I will get my chance. I will sort that out. So yes, this is quite an intense video. This is a deeper video, not necessarily a fun video, but I just wanted to get that off my chest now. See this clip? This clip. My friend bought it on a Shein. Um, it's very nice. It's for your hair at the back. It's like sometimes when I do my hair like this, and I washed my hair last night, so sometimes it gets a little bit fluffy. And then there at the back, it's everywhere, literally everywhere. But this clip has been making me look put together the entire day. So thank you, friend. I appreciate it a lot. And yes, if you guys have questions about my life and how I do everything and how I balance everything, you can leave a comment down below. But I am going to talk a little bit about it today. So this is not a structured video. It's not a video where I, like, look here, sorry, look at my hair. So this is not a structured video. I did not plan on making this today, but I felt that I really needed to. I just wanted to share a little bit more about myself and just be honest with you guys. Just have a heart to heart, because sometimes it's necessary, and this is after all a channel where I'm going to document everything I do, or not everything I do, but where I'm going to document my life. When I feel sad, when I see, okay, but I need to do better here, or I need to do better there. And it's important. It's important to know when you need to do better. It's important to identify when you know there's a problem and you know how to fix it, and you prioritize on fixing it. Instead of saying, it happened, I don't care. Because in actuality, you do care. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. And that's the worst thing, is because life, it pushes you to not wanting to admit that, okay, no, but this was bad. It pushes you to that, but I'm not going to let it do that to me. So while I look a bit crazy before I'm going to braid my hair, I'm going to explain to you what my day-to-day looks like. So in the morning I wake up. Sometimes it depends on what orders I have, what I have to do, what things I have left to be done from the previous night, and so on. So let's just say an entirely normal morning. So I wake up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. I get ready. I bathe in the morning, sometimes I don't. It depends on what morning it is. I know there's a lot of people who likes to bathe in the morning and in the evening. I would prefer to do that. I would actually prefer to shower, but sometimes I do not have the courage to get into a hot bath and get out into cold weather. So that's not really for me. But yes, I do like feeling clean. So especially before I go to work. If I feel clean, my hair's clean, everything is nice and put together, I feel put together, and I feel like I can do my job a lot better. And so yeah, I wake up at 6, I get ready, I do everything that I need to do. I don't necessarily eat breakfast. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends. Sometimes my breakfast is a coffee, sometimes it's just a glass of water. So then at about 7:30, I get ready to get out of the house, go to work. Um, my fiance drops us. We go pick up. Oh, I at 7:30. I like to be out of the house. Well, recently this week, I have been out of the house by 7:30 to pick up um, my sister-in-law and two other colleagues. So they all work there where I work, and then we head off to our 9 to 5. um, and then I get to work. I open the blinds, I turn on my PC, and I start to work. Sometimes I have better days, sometimes I have worse days, and I feel like there's a lot of people who has that days, and I will never, as a boss, I will never judge that. But there is there's a line to be drawn. There's a boundary that you shouldn't step over. There's a lot of people expecting the most from their employer, but they're not prepared to give their most. And that's where it's wrong. Is everyone has their bad day. Everyone has their day where they feel like, okay, no, but today is not my day. And even though I want to be a content creator, I really want YouTube to be my job, and I want to use my law degree to help people. Actually, like the fairy tale image was not necessarily to make money of it, but there's two options. There's one road and then another. One road is to make money of it in practice. The other option is to become a content creator, to do what I can do and make money as I can to feed myself and to look after myself. And then there is um, the aspect where I can use my law degree to do pro bono cases for people who really needs it. That's what I first had in mind. But unfortunately, to be realistic, I'm a very realistic person. That's not always the case. So I have a 9 to 5 job. I do bake and have my bakery after hours. So let's get back to my day to day. I'm sorry for the interruption there. It was a thought. So I go on with my day. It depends on what happens that day. Sometimes it's very nice. Today was a nice day. I I was productive. I did a lot of things, and I got to plan out the trial files in advance and think about that a little bit, and trying to get it into reality, to get it finished and prepared, because it was quite behind. Um, And there's a lot of work to be done before I can feel confident with that. And then I get lunch at about 1. I usually sit in the office and scroll on TikTok. Well, not really on TikTok. I answer WhatsApps, or I sit and chat with my friend, or anything actually. Sometimes I go to the shop, sometimes I go to Jets, or just whatever. Sometimes I like going to Clicks, because just looking around, seeing what I want in the future. Like mascara. I have this Essence mascara that my friend introduced to me, and I really like that mascara. So I am definitely going to be repurchasing it in the near future. But I just like seeing what Clicks have, because here in my town, I have a small town, so there's not a lot of products here at our Clicks. But when you go to the next town's Clicks, they have a few more. Like the Maybelline concealer. I don't know how to. I can't remember the name. Sorry, Babash. Sorry, sorry. Okay, it's like the Maybelline concealer. It's really, I really want that concealer. I really, really want that concealer. Um, but I will get it eventually. It's at the Clicks in the town next to ours, so maybe I'll order it online. Okay, so sometimes during lunch we will go out, or we will just stay in office, because our lunch is only half an hour, so it's not a lot of time to do anything actually, except just chilling. And then I go on with my day. Usually from there on out, it's quite faster. It's the day gets on quickly. So before I see the time, it's already time to go home. And then when I get home, it depends on what the day is again, whether I have to go to the shops, whether I have to go to town, or do this or do that or the other. It depends. So sometimes I will just come home and do a little bit of cleaning, and then I will start baking immediately. Especially if I have a big order, I will be starting to bake immediately. The last Thursday, I was awake until 2 o'clock in the morning trying to get the cookies and stuff done for the launch. And I must say it was quite successful, and I am really thankful to all of my supporters and everyone who supported me and who supported my little business. It really means the world to me, and it helps me pay my studies. It helps me to do just a lot of things, to get food for the house and do everything that I need to do actually, because yes, I do get a salary, but I have a lot of responsibilities, and I am not going to neglect the one responsibility just because I live in a small town where our salaries aren't that big. So, yes, if someone wants to comment, no, but why don't you go look for another job? I'm not going to go and look for another job just because I don't like the salary. I'm loyal to the people I work with. I'm loyal to the place where I am. And it does not fit into my image of what I want to do. I want to stay there for 5 years and see where it takes me. I want to first finish studying, do my articles, and then see where I'm headed after that. Then I will be starting to make serious life decisions, whether I will be moving, whether I will be staying where I am, which I guess I will not be staying where I am here. Um, and it's not necessarily that I will quit my job. I will just live the town next to this one, a few towns on, and then I will just drive in and out. So there is options, but I don't want to get caught here when I'm in my 30s. That's definitely something that I am very, very serious about. I don't want to stay on the same place forever, because if I'm going to get comfortable with my life, my life will not be what I want it to be. So yes, that's about it for my day. And then I really want to incorporate content creating into my day to day. But yes, this video is boring. I know. I will be looking back and just thinking, hey, why are you being that boring? But I'm going to keep it. This is not necessarily for the views, this is not necessarily for entertainment, it's just for recap. It's to look back and see where I am now. And where I am now is I'm thankful for what I have. I'm thankful for the people I have, and I'm thankful for the life I have. And if you ever think, okay, no, but my life is bad, okay, no, but I messed up, or okay, no, but how can people be proud of you if you aren't even proud of yourself? Just think about it in the sense of, okay, but you are trying your best, okay, but if there's people who's proud of you, they know your circumstances, they know who you are, how hard you try, and what you give to the world. And I wish in my case it is the same. And I know there's a lot of people who says they're proud of me, but sometimes I feel like people expect always better. I can't explain it, but it feels like people, they know I can do better, so they expect better. And I feel like I know I can do better, so I expect better from myself. But yes, it's just sometimes things get busy, and sometimes I'm really tired. So I know that's not an excuse. There's people who has much worse life and who circumstances than I have, but I will be trying to do a bit better in the future. At least the end of this year counts 80% at least. Well, the exam that I wrote just now only counts 20%. The rest of this year matters. So it's not too late. If you ever think it's too late to do something, get up and do it anyways. Because I can guarantee you it's never too late. And for the people who talks down on people who's trying their best, who's perhaps failing or do this or that or the other, stop it. Because even me, I failed 2 subjects last year. I'm not stopping. I'm in my 3rd year. I'm not going to stop or quit university just because people say, oh no, but you're not going to continue next year because you are failing, you're not doing your best. It's not your money I'm spending, it's my own. It's not easy to give out the money, but I will be getting my degree. I will be doing what I'm going to do, and I will be looking back at this day and I will be saying, thank goodness I did not give up. Thank goodness I did not listen. Thank goodness that I am stubborn, because if I would have listened to everyone, well, to the people who looked down at me and who was negative about everything, I would just be like, I would not be here where I am today. I would have no degree, no hope of a degree, and a lot of debt. So that's not the option. That's not the plan, and that will never be the plan. So I'm going to get to the end of this video. I'm just going to braid my hair, and then that will be it. I just want to look back at this and say, okay, but you made it. This is your life. You made it. You did everything you said you were going to do. And that's why I'm doing this video. Not just for the memory of, okay, but I said I'm going to do it and I did it, but also because I always said that I want to be a content creator. I always said I want to become a YouTuber, and I always listened to everyone who told me not to everyone who said no. And that got me down for so many years. So many years. And I mean, I have my camera, um, if I can think properly now, since grade 11. So it's grade 11, grade 12, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. 6 years that I have listened to everyone who told me I can't. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to go a decade and still listen to people, still listen to the voices in my head saying I can't. Because I can do whatever I want to. If I'm not going to hurt anyone, I will be doing it. Because it's for me, it's not for anyone else. And I really hope that I can inspire someone who thinks, okay, no, but don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. People will judge you. Don't listen to them. Do what you want, because you're going to sit with regret. You are going to sit with, okay, but if I had started 6 years ago, where would I be now? I would probably be where I wanted to be, but I'm not. And it's okay, because I'm here. It's now. I am going on. It's never too late to start something. It's never too late to learn something. And just to say something there, my father is 58. Sorry, Dad, if I'm wrong, but my father is 58 or 59. I can't remember. My brain is not working. But he's 58 or 59, and he is going to do his manager's ticket thingy next year. And I am so proud of him. I am really, really proud of him, because he has been he has been through a hell lot of crap the past year, the past 2 years actually, and he still managed to stand up and say, I can do this for my family, for myself, for my future. And he did it. He got up and he continued. And that is an inspiration, ladies and gentlemen. That is an inspiration. Not to me, but to everyone who can look his way and say, hey, he's 58, 59, maybe 60. No, he's not 60. And he still continued. He did not go lie down, bury his head into alcohol or anything like that. He stood up and he did what he had to do, because he loved his family and he loves us and we love him. So to future me, do what you need to do. Be who you need to be. Find out who you are. You are still young. Just never lose yourself in the bad and in the darkness of the world. And if you happen to do that, remember the yin and yang. I may not know all the definitions of it, but just to see it and to look at it, there's always a little bit of light in darkness, and there's always a little bit of darkness in light. Because where there's light, there's a shadow. Where there's darkness, somewhere there will be a light. Whether it's your eyes or whether it's your pearly whites, there's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way, and no one can tell you no except yourself, except the voices in your head. And just know that as long as you're not doing bad to other people, ignore that no. Ignore the ridicule that people give you, because you deserve better. You deserve better than the fear other people have for you to be judged. Because honestly, who cares if you're judged? Who cares if anyone judges you? Because at the end of the day, their opinion does not matter. It does not. So, take my advice. Be you, be confident, and be proud. because that's what matters. So let me just quickly braid my hair and then I will be on my way. It's just going to be a messy braid. I'm going to use the clip again. I don't have small um hair bands, but this will do. Or I will just put in this, but this will do for now. Yes, this is my braid. Be taking a bath now, and then I will be jumping into my pajamas. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. Thank you so much for everyone who has stayed this far. I know it's boring. I am going to be working on content ideas because I really want to pursue this. I really want to make my mark in the world. I really want to be someone in this world, someone else needs. And it's not just for me to hype myself up, but it's for everyone who feels alone. I want to be there for you, and I want you to know that you are not alone. You have someone, even if it's online. So thank you once again so much for watching, and I love you guys. I love the people who has been supporting me. I love the people who really cares for me, for who I am. And every day, or I won't say every day, recently there has been a lot more people who cares, a lot more people who understands me and who supports me in my dreams and in supporting my life. And I am so thankful for that. And yes, and yes, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful evening and be safe. And remember, be confident.